Hello, welcome back. In this video, we will try to understand the sequence, selection, and the repetition in Python. So this is basically the control loops or control part or control condition statements of the Python. Let me take a very funny example to understand this. Suppose if I ask you to carry the umbrella, so you will carry the umbrella every day. I'm not giving any condition to you. Okay, I just put a very simple statement to you, and that is carry the umbrella. So you will carry the umbrella every day, even if there is a rain, even there is no rain. In all season, you are going to carry the umbrella. So this is actually a wrong method to write the program. So what is the right way? You just give the condition. If there is a rain, then carry the umbrella. For 3 months, carry the umbrella. Or while there is a condition like this, you carry the umbrella. While there is a cloud, you carry the umbrella. So we actually use for loop, if else statement, while loop, continue, break to understand this part of a code. So these are basically the selection, sequence, and repetition in the Python. This makes our program controlled by us. Great. So let's try to understand how the for, if, else, while loop, continue, and the break. Continue and the break statement basically work. So I'm going to add the break over here itself. Okay. So break I'm going to combine with break with while statement itself, because break are normally used with while statement. So first let's start with for. So in the for loop, I'm just taking the help of a range, and the range says n. So this is going to generate the value from 0 to n minus 1. This is going to generate the value from 0 to n minus 1. So this is going to generate the value from 0 to 4. So the x will going to take the value from 0 to 4. Let's run this. You can see the x first has taken the value 0, then x1, 2, 3, and 4. Similarly, if I write the range like this, range in a bracket a to a comma n. So this is going to generate the value from a to n minus 1. So in this expression, what is going to happen? 3 to 6, that is 3 to 5. Okay, this value will be generated. Okay, now this is also going to generate the value with this. Okay, so let me write it down for you, then you will understand it better. Range a comma n with, we can say, a gap. Okay, so this is going to generate the value from a to n, and with a gap of with gap. What is the meaning of this gap? Suppose if you write 2, so it is going to skip one value and one value will be taken. So this is going to generate the value like this. Let me write down here itself. Okay, after this expression with the hash. So hash means a comment, it will not be counted. So this will going to generate the 3 to 7, but one value will be skipped after every iteration. Let's try to understand this. So 3, then 4 will be skipped, 5, then 6 will be skipped, and 7. Great. So for loop, you can iterate as per your requirement. Whatever value you give, it is going to iterate for sure. If you give inside a string also, that is also going to be iterated over that. Okay. So string or tuple or set, you can put anything and you can iterate over. So let me take one example to make you understand. This is, suppose I'm taking a, and my a is basically a list. So let me put list value some inside 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 1. So when you run this way, all the values will be list one by one, iterated and represented. Great. You can put tuple also. You can put some you can put some string also, like I'm putting the name as Piyush. Okay, so one by one it will be going to iterated. Great. So now this is very much clear that one by one value in the for loop will be taken and we can print that. If, elif, and else. So suppose a condition is like this, I equal to 1. Now you can see the first condition itself is a true now. Even if the second is also true, it will not be counted because in the if statement, the first is true, the rest are not been counted. So the first will be now printed. Now let's make this false. So now this is false. So the second condition will be considered now. And you can see this is a true condition. And when you run this, this is true condition. Even if the next two are also true, but it will not be counted. Even if when the first one is false, then the second one will be counted. Okay. Now let's make this false also. So now this is now false because 2 is not equal to 4. So now this, the next condition is true or not? Yes, true. So that will be counted. So you can see the middle will be represented. Now here also I'll let make me this false. Okay, this is now false. So the last one will be printed. Great. So this is a condition statement. Whatever the conditions, you can take the action on that. Very clear. Now suppose you want how many times to iterate, you can go for a for loop. But if you don't know how many times to iterate, you can go for a while loop. Like here, I'm putting a condition that it should be less than 5. You have to iterate over this value, I value, until and unless it reaches to the 5. So this is going to print the value from 1, 2, 3, 4. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be stopped because the next value is 5. Okay. So now this is very much clear to us. I will be printed. If you are confused with this, I can just remove this and I just put I over here. So this will make more easy sense to you. Okay. Now break. What is the use of break? Suppose you are in a loop and if the condition is satisfied, the loop will be break and you will come out of the loop. I'll just repeat one more time. You are in a loop and the loop will be break only when the condition is satisfied. So I've written true. So this is the while loop which I'm using over here is basically the infinite loop. This is basically the infinite loop. Infinite loop means it will not never end because I have put a condition true. But inside that, for controlling, I use a break. So this loop will be break if the count goes above 5. So starting from 0. Okay, now this print MHM is basically out of the loop. I intentionally kept that way so we can understand that the loop is being break now and we are out of the loop. So when I run this, start from 0, go to the 4, the 5 is not allowed, the loop will be break and we print MHM. What is the meaning of that? That 0 to 4 will be printed. After that, the condition is satisfied. So we break the loop, we come out of the loop and we have printed MHM. Okay, now next the continue. So you will be in the loop continuously. You will not come out of the loop if the condition is satisfied. It is reverse of break. In the break, the loop is breaked and you come out of the loop if the condition is satisfied. And in the continue, you will be in the loop until the condition is satisfied. So when I run that, it is going to print the value like this. So I put a condition like this. If the value is divided by 0, divided by 2, and the answer is coming 0, that means it is the even number. You will be continuous in the loop. So that's why the even number are not printed. Because you will come out of the loop only when there is an odd number. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So you can do one more practice, like you can put over here not equal to. Now when not equal to, the all even number will be placed. Okay. Now this is also an interesting example. This is going to print the value from 1 to 16, 1 to 15, sorry. And this is going to take the value from 9 to 13. Okay. This is going to take the value from 1 to 15, and this continue loop will be from 9 to 13. So if your value is between 9 to 13, it will not be printed. So what value will be printed? 1 will be printed for sure. So let me hash mark this first. 1 will be printed, 2 will be printed, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now whenever 9 will come, it will not going to come out to the else statement, because the value is between 9 to 14. So 9 will not be printed, 10 will not be printed, up to 13 nothing will be printed. So 14 will be printed now directly, and 15 will be printed. So the loop is continue until the value between 9 to 13. This condition is satisfied, so this value will not be go to the printing. You can check out the answer. Yes, great. So I hope these control loops are very much clear to you. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.